Edfu is one of the city of Aswan Governorate. It was known in the ancient texts as Jeba or Deba or Teba, and in Greek as Edfu or Edfu, and later the Arabs added letter A and it became Edfu. It was a capital of the second nome of Upper Egypt. The Greeks equated it with god Apollo and called it Apollopolis Magna. The falcon here was worshipped under the name Hor Behdet, so it was a center for the cult of the triad Hor Behdet, Hor Sematawi, and goddess Hathor. Edfu city comprises the most complete temple in Egypt, which means that all the factors that you find in any construction concerning a temple built during the ancient times in Egypt, you will find all of them right here in Edfu temple.
The interior and exterior walls of Edfu temple are full of tens of scenes and texts which are of religious and historical importance. Amongst them are the scenes which represent the festival of the sacred marriage between Hathor, the goddess of Dendera, and her husband Hor Behdeti, the god of Edfu. The ancient Egyptians organized an annual visit done by Hathor of Dendera in a pilgrimage to her husband Hor Behdeti, the god of Edfu, where marriage was consummated between them, as he took her as a wife after the social revolution and before the Middle Kingdom period. This visit became an official festival since Thutmose III's reign. They called it the Kind Meeting. This festival was celebrated twice a year, once in Dendera and the other time in Edfu. Her trip going to Edfu was pictured on the northern wall, and on the left wall we find her trip back to Dendera. In that grand festival, the sacred bark of Hathor was placed over an altar in a big sailing boat. The priests of Edfu went out carrying the golden statue of their god Hor to meet their fellow priests of Dendera goddess, coming with the statue of Hathor on the sailing boats. Once this gathering settles in Edfu, they stay for days, celebrating this meeting, presenting offerings and singing and non-stop chanting and playing music. The high officials contributed in the festival of the temple and performed its rituals and presented food and drinks and gifts to the attendants and visitors. Once the pilgrimage rituals are done in 13 days, the priests of Dendera took her golden statue back to her temple in Dendera, where it belongs. The special scenes here show how the Egyptian men danced by kneeling down and going backwards while raising one arm high and resting the other on their chest, taking turns with the other arm with each movement backwards. They performed that dance in front of the procession of the king, who came forward lifted up by the spirits of Nekhen and Boto to lead the great festival.